Man, if you ever think HOA drama is just some suburban myth, think again. Because the day I got a notice saying I was facing eviction over a fence violation, I laughed so hard I almost fell off my porch swing. Seriously, eviction for a fence? The same fence that's been there since before the HO even existed? Oh, this was going to be good. Or so I thought. So here's how it all went down. My name's Jake, and I live in this supposedly nice little neighborhood where the HOA runs everything like it's the FBI. You don't plant a flower without their say-so, and God forbid you park a truck in your own driveway without some kind of permission slip. I'm not exaggerating. But the fence? That's what set the whole powder keg off. Turns out, the HOA board led by the self-appointed Queen Bee, Karen, decided my fence was a violation of the community aesthetic. Mind you, my fence is just your regular wooden deal. Nothing fancy, no paint peeling, no damage, nothing that would make you blink twice. But Karen? She had it in her head that it clashed with the neighborhood vibe. And by clashed, she meant I don't like it. Next thing I know, I'm getting letters, then emails, then a real eviction notice. I swear, reading that thing felt like someone had kicked me in the gut. I was being told to rip down my fence or face legal action that could get me booted out of my own home. And this coming from a group of people who, last I checked, had zero authority to dictate what color my fence should be, let alone kick me out. The whole thing was ridiculous, borderline Kafkaesque. Now, here's where the fun started. I wasn't about to just sit back and take it. Instead of fighting over some fence that was never an issue before, I decided to flip the script. So, I started attending HOA meetings. You know, the kind where everyone pretends to listen but really just wants to get out of there in under an hour? Yeah, those. But I came prepared. I had copies of the HOA bylaws, county property laws, and enough receipts and documents to make a lawyer weep. I showed up armed with facts and a healthy dose of sass. At the next meeting, when Karen strutted in, looking like she owned the play switch, spoiler alert, she didn't. I stood up and calmly dropped the bombshell. Guess what, folks? Turns out, I just bought the HOA. The room went dead silent, like someone hit the pause button on the world. See, while everyone was busy obsessing over my fence, I quietly bought controlling shares of the HOA's parent company through a private investment group. That's right, turnabout is fair play. Karen's face turned the color of a bad sunburn. She tried to sputter, to deny it, but the board members were already shifting, whispering behind her back, eyes darting like roaches under a flashlight. That moment felt like a movie scene. I could almost hear a record scratch. The power dynamics flipped. Suddenly, Karen was the one sweating bullets. From there, the fun escalated fast. I didn't just fire Karen, I let the community know why. I laid out all the dirty laundry, conflicts of interest, shady decisions, and that obsession with control that poisoned our neighborhood vibe. Word spread like wildfire. The town hall was packed the next week. Neighbors who once nodded politely at HOA meetings were now openly calling out the former board's abuses. Karen, once the queen, was now a cautionary tale whispered behind closed doors. She fought tooth and nail to cling to her throne, but the community had spoken. The county authorities got involved after complaints about harassment and unlawful eviction attempts piled up. Karen was forced to resign amid a scandal that would have made even daytime soap operas blush. And it didn't end there. She was hit with fines, stripped of her privileges, and the local paper ran a headline that basically read, "Karen's reign of terror ends." And you want to know the best part? On the day she packed her bags and slunk away from the neighborhood, there was this incredible scene of neighbors standing on their porches, clapping. Not mocking Lino, it was genuine, like a neighborhood reclaiming its soul. I looked around and felt this strange mixture of triumph and relief. It was like we'd all been holding our breath and finally exhaled. But here's what sticks with me. Even with all this, I wonder, where do we draw the line? Between individual freedom and community rules? When does keeping order become oppression? Karen thought she was protecting the neighborhood, but really, she was just protecting her ego. Maybe there's a lesson in all this about power and people. Or maybe, just maybe, some fences aren't worth fighting over unless it's your home on the line. What do you think? When does the line get crossed?